everyone, greetings from Australia and welcome back to our channel. My name is Ruth and I am an Australian legal practitioner here based in Australia, and my passion is to help my clients obtain Australian visas. Well, in today's video, I would like to share with you 5 things you must do if you were to apply for a master's or honors graduate stream under the GTI or Global Talent Independent Visa program. Now, please do not treat the contents of this video as legal advice because we do assess each case on a case-by-case basis. However, I trust that the contents of this video will add value to your visa pursuit. Well, without further ado, let's start. As some of you may have already know, there have been significant changes to the Global Talent Independent Program for the Masters and Honours Graduate Student stream. So basically, starting from the 20th of January 2021, immigration now prevents Masters and Honours students from receiving an invitation under the GTI program if they are applying based solely on their academic qualifications. However, do not lose hope. There is still hope for applicants for Masters and Honours graduate if you meet these 5 additional criteria. So basically what it's saying is that, well, if you are a Masters graduate or if you're an honors student and you did really well at school. Now, previously, you could have actually applied under the GTI program, but right now, immigration do require you to meet these 5 additional criteria if you still want to apply. So it doesn't mean that you can't apply, it just means that you can only apply, or rather you will receive the invitation to apply if you meet these 5 additional things. So what are these 5 things? Well, the first one is you must be able to demonstrate that you are highly skilled in one of the 7 target sectors. So here are the 7 target sectors: egg tech, space and advanced manufacturing, fintech, energy and mining technology, medtech, cybersecurity, quantum information advanced digital data science, and ICT. So those are the 7 target sectors. Now, if your qualification, your skill, your experience actually matches one of the 7 target sectors that I have just mentioned, then there is hope for you. But that's not the only criteria. The second criteria is that you must be able to show that you are actually internationally recognized, and you must be able to provide evidence of outstanding and exceptional achievements. Now, this is really important because you must be able to show that you meet a high standard and show that you have got exceptional record compared to everyone else who's applying. You know, the GTI program is actually a very competitive visa stream. There's only so many spaces allocated each year, and so you want to be able to demonstrate to immigration that you are the top of the top or the best of the best, So, and with that, immigration will require you to show independent evidence. And here are some of the examples that they will receive. So according to immigration, they will consider things like if you currently hold a senior role in your employment, if you've created patents, if you've been very innovative, if you have won professional awards, if you have made international publications, if you're being seen in media articles and hold any international memberships. So if you meet some of these requirements, then there is hope for you. And if you haven't, then it's time for you to go and get an exceptional track record. Go and do something and show immigration you are the best of the best. So there is still time. The third criteria is that you should have the ability to attract a salary at or above the Fair Work High Income threshold. Now at this stage, the Fair Work High Income threshold is set around about $153,000 to $54,000. That's in Australian dollars. So if you can show immigration that when you come to Australia, you can attract that amount of salary, Or if you can show the Australian immigration that you're already being paid that amount as an equivalent to Australian AUD, then there is hope for you. For example, we've had clients from the UK or USA who are getting paid in their own currency, but when you convert it, it actually is over and above the 153, 154K amount. Then it shows that, well, you are very, very likely to be paid a similar amount as well if you are here in Australia. So that's a good evidence. The fourth criteria that immigration will look at is you must be able to show that you have an Australian nominator. Now, this is so important. We have had clients who have made queries, and some of them have gone and done an EOI or expression of interest themselves, and then they failed, and then they contact us, and we can see that it's because they actually haven't got a strong nominator. Now, I must qualify that by saying you don't actually need an Australian nominator for the expression of interest process, but it is highly recommended, okay? So if you have an Australian nominator to endorse you, and the person is also very much highly skilled and known in the same field, then your chances of success is actually greater than those who don't have under the expression of interest process. Now, when you get to the actual visa application process, which is the second stage, you have to have an Australian nominator, because if you don't, the visa will be refused. So who can actually be a nominator? Well, it could be a person who is an Australian Australian citizen, or it can also be an Australian organization who will choose to endorse you. But the person or the organization has to be very well known and established in the same field as you. So this is really, really important. And finally, the fifth thing you must meet in order to be eligible to apply for the GTI stream is you must be prominent in your field of expertise, and you can show that you have no difficulty in applying for a job in Australia. So one of the ways to prove this is to show that you are actually currently working in that field of expertise. You are actively involved in whichever target sector there is. And also, you can also show and prove that you have no difficulty in obtaining employment, and that's if you're currently overseas, by looking for job advertisements on various sites such as seek.com, Indeed, or Job Active Australia, which is actually an Australian government website where employers actually advertise to hire workers here in Australia. So if you can find advertisements that can actually show that there is a need and do a little bit of market research, then your chances of success increases compared to those who cannot demonstrate that. So those are the 5 things that you must be able to show if you are applying under the GTI visa stream, especially under the master's or honors graduate stream. So there is still hope for you, but there's all these additional criteria that you must meet. And if at this point you are not able to show these additional criteria, then the other option might be to look at other visa options such as work visas or skilled visas, and take the time that you have right now to build up your resume, to build up your record, to show that you are actually exceptional in your field, and try again for GTI at a later stage. And that's if you are unable to also migrate on the other visa types. So I hope the video was helpful to you today, and if you need help with your visa application, if you have any questions, feel free to drop us an email on the email address below, and it would be our pleasure to assist. And with that said, thank you so much for taking the time to watch our video today, and I wish you the very best in your future endeavors for your Australian visa pursuit. Thank you, and see you next time. Bye.